Hello everybody, welcome back to Pikmin 2. And in this video, we are going to go back to the Valley of Repose. In this area? Yes, I want to land in this area.
Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of our company?
Yes, sirree.
The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures.
Oh, lazy.
No wonder they lack survival skills. Stay underneath the onion and press A to call them out.
Wow, Omega, acting like you've never seen an onion before. Okay. And this is the first day with the time limit. All 20 of these guys. Okay. And we're going to... And these photos... Seriously? You're gonna do it that way? Oh wow, okay. I did not know that there's 5 pellets like right here. Let's get as many pellet poses as we can. Even though this day does have a time limit, the stuff that we could do is very limited. And you'll see why that I don't need to be really worried about the time limit. The only thing we need to get done today is something that you don't... If you play this game, you know what I mean. Because you go into a cave, and in caves, time doesn't pass, it just kind of like freezes or stops. So as long as I get into the cave in time. And this game has no time limit, so like, you could complete this game in 10 days, or 100 days, or 900 days, doesn't matter. No time limit at all, which is very nice. It's like, when I played Pikmin 1, I was getting very stressed at times about finishing it in time. Pikmin 3 technically has a time limit, but it's not as strict, because as long as you're collecting a decent amount of fruit, you're never gonna run out of time. You guys go a little bit faster. These 30 on here. What are you doing over here? Red Pikmin. You're just a rebel, aren't you? Or just a rebel. Okay, let's wait till this sprouts up the top. You could get a lot of Pikmin on this day. I have all these pellet posies, and then the Bulborb over here, 2 baby Bulborbs, and others. Completely forgot about this one here. So just get all the pellet posies you can. There's another treasure we can get above ground. Get over there, past that paper bag, or what even is it? Is that a paper bag, or is that like a paper box? I don't know what it is. A cardboard box. Yeah, these are paper bags. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out. Okay, so let's kill this Bulborb right here, this baby Bulborb. It drops a pellet too, which is nice. I've never done that before. And this, don't swarm it like you did in Pikmin 1. It's not gonna. There's a treasure over there. It's not gonna work as well. What we want to do in this game is we'll let the Pikmin on the back of there. This. So, and again, red Pikmin is kind of sitting alone over there. And yeah, swarming in this game isn't as good, but trust me, later in this game, you won't even be using red Pikmin to kill Bulborbs anymore. We actually discovered a new Pikmin today. After we get that Pikmin, we are not going to be... Red Pikmin are going to be useless for killing stuff, because... it's a new Pikmin that's actually way stronger than the red Pikmin. Which actually makes the red Pikmin a little bit less useful in this game. They're still immune to fire, which is good. I need to stop running in circles to the camera. Let this look just need to get this Bulborb in. Yeah, this is a very calm, low-key day. We fight the Bulborb, but it's not really that hard, you know. Except I have lost Pikmin to this first Bulborb. You notice the first Bulborb? It's the hardest one because you don't have the different type of Pikmin that allows you to kill him really easily. And I don't know if I should turn on my game volume or not. I think I should. Or that way I just talk louder. Okay, here, so let's get this can. I'll take care of that. We're going to head over to this wall and swarm it. That shouldn't take them too incredibly long. I'm going to take Louis over here. Oops. What? Back over here. Let's have Olimar just follow these Pikmin to collect them and they get this soda can. Well, that's one of the old style soda cans too. That's the different. I forgot what they call that. Make sure to get all the pellet posies and bring everything back before you enter the cave, though, because the day is going to cut off once you get out of the cave. Normally it doesn't do this, but for this first cave. For 170 Pokos, we have the Utter Scrap. And look at that timing. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? Unmask their might is ferocious. Louis, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Olimar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. Press A to grab Pikmin and release the throw. Call them into a group with B. Press X to disband the group. Use C to issue orders and objectives to the group. C is useful when swarming Pikmin around treasure and enemies, or making them march in a line. Didn't you just explain this all yesterday? I mean, you're explaining it to all of them. I think Louis gets it, you know? I He's a pretty smart guy. I mean, so far he's been doing pretty good, you know. So I don't think he needs any assistance.
Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie on the ground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod, too. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Yep. Can't go over here. It's not. We don't have blue Pikmin yet. So let's jump into the Emergence cave. I do need to talk louder, don't I? Emergence cave, sublevel 1. I think it was a mistranslation. I think they were trying to spell emergency cave. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms from the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press start/pause to communicate with me. I'm not just a ship. I'm an all-purpose support pod.
Yeah. Okay. This cave only has 2 sublevels, I believe. So this is the shallowest cave in the game. Let's try not to lose any Pikmin on the first cave. That would be nice. I'm not very good at aiming, so. And we have, for 100 Pokos, the Quenching Emblem. And enemies, they have value to them, but not much. I highly suggest you do not carry them back. Each one's only worth like 5 Pokos. But as you can see, now that we're in a cave, there's no daylight bar, so we have unlimited time down here. And I actually really like that transition. For 180 Pokos, we have the Citrus Lump. Okay, no more treasures on this floor. Let's head down.
This hall appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead.
But that treasures.
Louis, do you recall that you could adjust the camera with L, R, and Z, correct? Your expression suggests you do. Excellent. Then approach the hall and press A to enter it.
Yeah. I like the transition between above ground and the caves, because above ground's, you know, all this lively stuff, you have the time limit, you know, the stress. And then you go into the cave and it's more about exploration and finding all the treasures and stuff. I like it. It translates very smoothly. And there's no boss in this cave, but all the other caves will have bosses on the final floor.
inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design of the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this could be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Yep, look at this. 101 Pikmin needed. You can only carry 100 Pikmin at a time. What will we do? What will we do? I will get better at killing dwarf bulbs. Purple flowers. Beautiful. Astounding. A flower blooms in a cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. Yep. They freaking do, because this is the new type of Pikmin. The purple Pikmin. It will only be accessed via throwing Pikmin into the flowers, the candy pop buds. Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair, and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Yep, there is others. No. 5? Did I seriously throw 5? I did, huh? That's weird. The purple Pikmin, they have no immunities, but they have 3 times attack damage. And they're really slow. They're really slow walkers. And they have the strength of 10 Pikmin. They are what some people consider the best Pikmin of the game. I would have to agree. Okay, we killed all the dwarf. I forgot what these are called. They're like snow bulb, white bulb, or something like that. But anyways, I just want to show you something. Look at this beauty. One. Ooh. So it's only 11 Pikmin. This can be carried. But we need all of them out here because this thing takes forever. Look at that. There is an item later in the game that does need 1,000 Pikmin to carry, which means you have to have 100 purple Pikmin for this treasure. It's worth 3,000 Pokos, so it's really expensive. And you just have like 100 purple Pikmin just carry them. I'm gonna head over to that. We have for 200 Pokos, the Spherical Atlas. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Error. You can only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I'll input this data into my planetary database and name it Sphere Chart. Press start/files to contact me and access the exploration kit on the radar screen with L. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. So, yep, we have unlocked a new area, and now we can leave this cave. And now is when the game actually, you know, lets off with the hand holding and you get to explore. So, yeah, kind of a long, the first 2 days were tutorials. Even this cave is a tutorial. Astounding. He says a lot, doesn't he? Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. There's only do and do not. There is do try. Escape to the surface with your Pikmin. Yes, I will. Pikmin automatically follow you, which is very nice. This cave, we have collected 480 Pokemon. Cave complete. Collected all the treasures in this cave, and now we shall save. This might have been kind of a long part though, because, you know, we had to go through that whole cave. Normally when the caves have more sub-levels, I'll obviously divide up the parts. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. You must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Alamar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much-needed rest. You should take a much-needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. So this game wants you to explore more. Unlike the first Pikmin game, where everything was on a time limit. In that game, haste did not make waste. Haste made not failing. As the iconic music plays again. Today's reports. Got like 650 Pokos worth of treasure. We increased our Pikmin numbers by 50. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well, and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hoggity saving the load. After all, besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So ha! Save. I need to work on my president voice. The Awakening Wood. Next area in the game. We shall head there tomorrow. But for now, adios.